There's a lot of little mini miners being made and released right now. These are mining rigs that are designed with at-home mining in mind, because if you don't follow crypto mining, it's becoming more and more industrialized to every year. There's publicly traded Bitcoin and other actually altcoin crypto mining farms that have valuations in the millions, hundreds of millions, and even a freaking $1 billion. Hey, by the way, I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I've been working hard to build my own mining farm. I also do at-home mining still, and I work with a lot of friends and also the incredible VoskCoin subscribers here because we make content on the tube. But anyway, we're gonna run through some of these new at-home miners, what's being released, and even though it's a smaller scale mining rig, is it actually like still a good buy? Is it viable? Because I don't want something small that sucks, right? I want something that is small and efficient and profitable. So the latest one to come out is the gold shell. These names are terrible, by the way. E-DG1M. It's a little mini at-home Doge miner. If you're familiar with mining, it's kind of similar specs to say, it's a little bit worse than a Bitmain Antminer L7. So it's kind of like previous generation mining efficiency. But what's very cool about it is the fact that it can plug into any wall outlet in your house, right? It can run on 110, 120 voltage. It's quieter, it's got lower dB, and it's actually set up with a server rack style deployment here. And by the way, I'm going to show you some links from ASIC Marketplace today. We're an affiliate with them. If you like the content, please use our link. If you use just our coupon code that's down in the video description below, we don't get any credit. I'll also show you the manufacturer sites. So once you punch in the code, it's a pretty similar price point here between the E-DG1M, and we're going to talk about some. They actually have a lot of miners that we're going to talk about here today. But either way, just wanted to kind of explain that and break that down. Before you get too excited about that, though, let's look at the DG Home 1 by Alpha. This is a later ETA coming out in December of this year, whereas the previous mentioned model should be shipping this month. Here's the deal, though. This thing is cheaper and it's more efficient. It has actually very good efficiency. This is a notch below current generation Dogecoin, Litecoin mining efficiency. And if you saw our video on bells or you're familiar with it, there's a third crypto that these miners will seamlessly mine, increasing their daily mining profitability. That if you look at mining profitability calculators, this is so new, they are not yet accounting for it. And if your budget is lower and you want a little chunky boy, then the Gold Shell Mini Doge 3 Plus may be right up your alley. That's coming in at a lower price point, and it also has lower efficiency and thus lower profitability. For me personally, I would only buy this Alpha mini at-home Doge miner in this category because I base these things on efficiency. It's going to earn more than it burns longer. It's just that simple. I want gear to run for years. Getting it a month or two earlier on an established coin like this doesn't make too much of a difference, for me, from my point of view. There's also this new little at-home mini Kaspa miner, which, by the way, right, Doge is the really second most profitable coin to mine because it's merge mined with Litecoin, and then it's also mined with bells, which adds like another $200,000 of daily mining profitability. But right now, Kaspa is like technically above it in the chart at 1.5 million. So these are some of the most profitable coins you can possibly be mining outside of Bitcoin. And I'll talk more about at-home Bitcoin mining later in this video. But spoiler, it's just not as lucrative. It's less risky, but yeah, it's just the return is kind of disappointing. But yeah, Gold Shell just released this E-KA1M. It's kind of the same thing. It's much like the Dogecoin model that we talked about. Similar noise level, can plug in anywhere in your house, right? And that's going to be same thing with the Mini Doge 3 Plus. That should be kind of implied with that design here. And to be very clear, the Alpha will be able to do the same thing according to my sources, which always sounds cool to say. But you may be thinking, oh, I like Kaspa, or that was a really profitable coin, or I don't like Dogecoin, so I'm looking at that one. Don't. Okay? This thing's terrible. It really is. You look at this, like $2,300, 5.5 terahash a second. Remember, hash rates are specific to mineable algorithms, right? And generally, the major coins all have different mineable algorithms, right? 1,800 watts. You could go direct to Ice River by the KS5L that does more than twice the hash rate at a lower power consumption for less money. You do need 240 voltage to run this, but so fucking what? If it's not worth it, it's not worth it. That's the bottom line. These price drops that they've recently done are crazy. But if you do want the most efficient mini Kaspa miner that you can get, it's going to be the KS0 Ultra. 400 gigahash a second at 100 watts of electricity. I've got one running. Let me show you how much it earns. It's earning 67 cents a day. So yeah, it's not that exciting. But it's also only like $100. And if you think Kaspa's still got a way to run, that could be interesting. It's not really, making me excited, but it can make you excited. The AL0, on the other hand, is a more lucrative mini miner. It's coming in at like $800 direct from Ice River. It's about $900 from a reseller like AM. I can show you the mining profitability, real world. This isn't just from a calculator. I got the data, baby. So if we come over here and look at the revenue, we can see that's the wrong one. So I've had this mining for a few days now. I'm mining about 3 coins a day, right? So let's just take this number and we'll go to CoinGecko and we'll be able to translate that to a USD price point. But first, we get the candy. Second, we should have done this first. Dark theme. Third, we punch in Alph. It's up 7.6. Keep going, Alph. All right, so that's about $6. I earned about $6 with this. This is something that probably cost me like 20 cents a day to run, if that. So, I'm putting over $5.50 into my pocket in daily mining profitability with this. I think this will drop a lot in the near future. I think it won't be long before this is earning $1, $2 a day unless this coin pumps. These early days mining with it are really important because there's a lot of big major Alph miners on the horizon. But we're going to stay focused and stay on topic here. If you want to get into Bitcoin mining on a small scale, there's like the $99 Bitcoin miner we reviewed a few months ago. You're not really going to make any money with it. It's more of a novelty, a little tiny space heater, a great way for like a kid to get into mining or to have something at your office for fun. It's a great resource for something like a classroom. But it's not going to be like, I'm not like building a mining farm with these, just to be very clear there. There's also bid axes. Altair in particular has been a big proprietor of those. The bid axes come in around a similar price point. They have all their different models. It's kind of confusing, but the more expensive it is, better it is. Right? We see the efficiency, like that's previous generation efficiency. That's in between generation efficiency. And this incoming Gamma model is going to be latest generation efficiency. But yeah, you'll pay the cool premium of $300 for that. Personally, I find the BitX Supra, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Bitcoin Super kind of guy. I find this to be the most interesting when you take the price and as well as the efficiency there. And we've got a coupon code to save some coin. Which is VoskCoin, by the way, and I got it down in the video description if you do want to grab one of those from over there. I would love to see bigger distribution for BitX, on all the mining resellers and things like that, because it's cool. Why not? A couple of solo miners apparently hit some blocks and it becomes huge marketing. Is it going to be you? Statistically, no, it won't. But it could be you. Right? And it's that hope, that dream that keeps people alive and it keeps them going after things for their whole life. And sometimes it never even works out, but they go after it and they believe and they hope. Where's the sunshine today? Where's the hopium? I need a bull market to get some hopium back. Until then, it's been a long, dark, cold bear market, and the night is dark and full of terror. And then beyond that, you have the quiet models by Jazz Miner. They make like literally like $1 a day or so. But they're pretty big. They are pretty quiet, and depending on your electric rate, they're likely to earn more than they burn. The Gold Shell K Box Pro is a pretty cool box miner as far as like the density there, right? You get one device that does 1.6 terahash a second. You may definitely prefer that over like 5 or 6, whatever it is. Ice River KSR Ultras, like that's kind of annoying. At that quantity and the lower earnings, I'd rather just have one miner. But on the flip side, right, you have these multiple devices. You can have one go wrong, and you don't have your whole machine go down. So strategically, like the multiple device route is probably better. But from the managing easier day to day, like the one miner is more appealing. If you have about $5,000, the Bombax Miner EZ100C, which literally stands for cozy, which is really funny. That's a pretty profitable device. It's one that we have out here on our mining farm. I was impressed when we had the opportunity to review that. This device has been good. It's been a good performer. You can see some of my earnings down here. You can see how much ETC I'm earning and how much ZIL. A bit of variance here, like earning 106 ZIL versus 55 ZIL is a lot. So let's take the good day for fun, right? You know, a little more upbeat here. And, you know, we're pulling in 100 ZIL, right? Okay, $1.34. Pulling in 70, it's nearly $1. And then if you're earning 0.25, 27, 26, 26, so we can pretty consistently say here that we're earning about 0.26 Ethereum Classic, which is one of the most profitable coins to mine, ranked by its daily emission. So that's about $4.80. So this is more or less earning, you know, $5, $6 a day. Depending on your electricity rate, it only consumes 760 watts. So that would be like running like 2 graphics cards. This could be maybe more towards $2 a day depending on your electricity rate. But one of the best parts is with the power supply that's integrated with this unit, it fits the category, which is a key defining piece for us here in this video. We can plug it into any outlet in the house in the US here. That's the quick crash course on like these mini home miners, the current state of that. If these cryptocurrencies go crazy anytime soon, these prices will, you know, increase significantly. The best mini miners in the last bull run were costing, you know, $2,000-$3,000 potentially, well above $1,000 across the board, and above all, selling out like quickly, and that sucks, especially if you just want to get into this for fun and a hobby style. So I'm not pushing it. Do whatever you want to do. Just kind of wanted to run through this and break it down and really look at the good ones. I should also mention that the EZ100C has best-in-class ETC mining efficiency. Many of these other miners are bad to good to pretty good in class efficiency. So that is an absolute hallmark redeeming factor of that Bombax miner. And it carries a premium for that. It's the most expensive miner that we focused on here today. So if you like the content, hey, I'm Vosk. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Please subscribe, share the video with someone you want to get into mining, and we're going to close this video out in style with 10 seconds to Tails, who's our CMO, our Chief Mining Officer. That cutie pops on every video, and yeah, so am I. But hey, goodbye.
Cause when you let me, baby